What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rush Mike. I am here in the parking lot of Ben & Jerry's, my local Ben & Jerry's scoop shot. And my inspiration for coming here was actually quite ironic. So, checking to see if people hear me and think there's a crazy person in the car. It looks like the coast is clear. Anyways, so my inspiration, my motivation, if you will, for coming here is a bit ironic. So as you probably know, I'm a big time Pokemon Go player. And recently, Pokemon Go into sponsorship with Baskin-Robbins. So the best all Baskin-Robbins would be either a Pokestop or a gym. Here's a problem though. There isn't a single Baskin-Robbins in my area. I think the closest one is maybe 30 miles away, at least 30 miles away, in some town out in the sticks. But it reminded me that I hadn't had ice cream in quite a while. I could go for an ice cream. So there's no Baskin-Robbins in my town, but there is a Ben & Jerry's. Actually, there used to be a Baskin-Robbins in my area, and closed down a few years ago. It was a combination Baskin-Robbins and Dunkin' Donuts. And to tell you the truth, I actually went there more often for Dunkin' Donuts than for Baskin-Robbins. Like, actually, much more often, because I like, well, I wouldn't say I like donuts or ice cream better. It's hard to say, but I definitely eat a lot more donuts than ice cream. But that closed down, and I became a Starbucks man. Starbucks is much better coffee. Yeah, so here's my opinion on Ben & Jerry's, my honest opinion. I think it's a great organization. I think it's a fantastic organization. I think that the two guys that founded Ben & Jerry's, Ben Cohen and Jerry Green, I think is his name. I think they're the salt of the earth. I love the way they run their business. I would love to make sure the way they make sure their employees are taken care of. And in the wake of George Floyd, I think of all the businesses had their own response to George Floyd and racial justice and whatnot. And Ben & Jerry's had by far the best response. I can't remember the exactly what they said, but it was by far the best response. Some of these companies, they just do lip service for that kind of thing because they feel it's an obligation. But Ben & Jerry's, they were legit. So yeah, I love Ben & Jerry's. Kind of loud on the streets. Two cop cars passing by. I'm not in shit. I thought it was a gunshot, but I think it's just like an engine popping, a muffler popping. This isn't a particularly violent part of town, so I'm pretty safe. At any rate, so I think Ben & Jerry's is a fantastic organization, and they might make really good ice cream. Here's my one issue with it, though. I wish they'd make more regular, traditional flavors. Instead of all these weird hippie flavors they have. And the problem with the weird hippie flavors, they don't really give you a good indication of what the ice cream, what's really in the ice cream. And there's some of them like Cherry Garcia. It's cherries and chocolate pieces. Then Chunky Monkey is like bananas and I guess walnuts. And I know Fish Food is like chocolate fish. They've gotten really crazy with with their flavors in the last 10 years or so. And in the process, I think they've really shortened their supply of regular traditional flavors. Like, I was looking up all their flavors for ice cream. I didn't see strawberry on the list. I saw strawberry cheesecake, but I did not see strawberry. And I was honestly pretty shocked because, as far as I can tell, strawberry is one of the most popular flavors of ice cream in America. I mean, that's, you get the Neapolitan, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, because strawberry's that popular. McDonald's with their shakes, they have chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. But Ben & Jerry's, they have strawberry cheesecake, but not strawberry. And honestly, I'm not sure if I want to try strawberry cheesecake ice cream. If I want something flavored like strawberry cheesecake, I just get strawberry cheesecake and want ice cream in my ice cream. Now, one of my favorite ice cream flavors is Spumoni. Spumoni, it's an Italian ice cream. It's traditionally chocolate, cherry, and pistachio. And it's really hard to find Spumoni ice cream all pre-mixed together. So what I'll do in an ice cream shop sometimes just have 3 scoops. 1 chocolate, 1 cherry, and 1 pistachio. Now, Ben & Jerry's, they have chocolate. They don't have cherry, but they have cherry Garcia, and I really like that flavor, so I'll take it. But they don't have anything remotely like pistachio ice cream. I'd say the closest thing they have to pistachio ice cream is mint chocolate chip. And I only consider that close because they're both green. So that's why I like Baskin-Robbins. Baskin-Robbins, they have these weird seasonal flavors all the time, but they have your staple flavors as well. They have mint chocolate chip, they have strawberry, they have cherry, they have butter pecan, they have Rocky Road, they have sorbet flavors, orange sorbet, raspberry sorbet, and whatnot, or sherbet, whatever. I don't know the difference. So you know what you're getting into when you go to Baskin-Robbins. Now, how Baskin-Robbins runs as a business, I'm not sure. I imagine it's not nearly run as well as Ben & Jerry's. It got bought by Dunkin' Donuts, so there's definitely that corporate element to it, but... So when I was a kid, Ben & Jerry's scoop shops did not really take off. But there was a Baskin-Robbins in pretty much every town. And from what I've gathered, it's becoming less so. You're not seeing as many towns with a Baskin-Robbins. Because I guess they're all trying to focus on the Dunkin' Donuts brand. That's kind of a shame. Fun fact. Baskin-Robbins does not have 31 flavors. In fact, from what I can tell, the last few times I've been there, and I haven't been there in years, but the last few times I've been there, it looks like they've had more than 31 flavors. But the reason they went with 31, was this. It was just a marketing slogan. The idea was you could go to Baskin-Robbins every day for a month and try a different flavor. 31 days in a month. It's kind of like with Heinz 57. There's never been 57 varieties of Heinz. It's just an arbitrary number they came up with. So yeah, what I've got here, it's your typical ice cream sundae, 2 scoops of vanilla, chocolate sauce, whipped cream, peanuts. I would have liked them to put a maraschino cherry on there, but I guess they don't have that option. Baskin-Robbins does have that option, though. But yeah, thing about me, like, I'm a traditionalist. I like simplicity. You know, if something has worked out for so well for so long, for example, vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce and peanuts and whipped cream, stick with what you know. Why change it? You know, like, I know Ben & Jerry's got these weird flavors like Netflix and chilled, or there were the Linsanity flavor when Jeremy Lin was taken off. I think there was a Turd Ferguson ice cream. You know, it was like an homage to what's his name? Alec Baldwin. I'm probably getting that wrong, but whatever. Point is, they've got these, that's been their thing, these weird experimental flavors. And it's like, cool. I like where your head's at, but also don't forget the classics. Don't forgo a formula that's worked forever. Applies to pizza too. Like, if I get a pizza, and I do eat a lot of pizza, it's either going to be pepperoni or cheese. I like pepperoni pizza. I like cheese pizza. Liked it forever.
This is a good place to take a girl out. No, it really is.
So a couple of guys just passed by me and said, "This is a good place to take a girl." Talking about Ben & Jerry's. Fun fact about that, I did once take a woman out on a date to Ben & Jerry's once. I suggested, and let me give you a little background, well, not too much background, but this woman was a full 16 years older than me. She was 45, I was 29. And actually, that's probably the biggest age difference of anyone I've ever dated. I like older women, but this 45-year-old woman, she was actually pretty immature for her age, so, you know, you kind of didn't even believe it. So I suggest we go to Starbucks, because I love Starbucks. That's kind of my place of comfort. And she's like, I don't really like coffee. Let's go to Ben & Jerry's. I'm like, okay, Ben & Jerry's seems a little bit kind of childish for a date idea, but whatever, I'll go with it. It had been a year since Lauren had broke up with me, and I hadn't really gone on a date since then. So I just wanted to test the waters of dating. So I went on that date, and she pretty much threw herself at me. I don't want to make this too R-rated, but let's just say she was the easiest woman I've ever dated. And I regretted it the next morning. And I blocked her from all forms of communication, text and social media. So that's the way it goes. So, moral of the story, Ben & Jerry's. Great for racial justice, great for ice cream, bad for dates if you're an adult. Alright, take care, y'all.